I told you guys from day one when Joe Biden stepped down that Kamala Harris was going to run a campaign that was about nothing but identity politics. You know, her policies are garbage. She doesn't really know how to talk. She's not that intelligent. So all they're going to go for is vote for Kamala because she's a woman. Vote for Kamala because she's black. Now, Trump, you know, he's saying, hey, I'll be good for the economy. I'll be good for the southern border. I'll stop us from getting into World War III. Meanwhile, Kamala is kind of going with the Joe Biden strategy. Remember when Joe Biden said, hey, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black? Well, Kamala Harris is kind of doing the same thing. Oh, if you don't vote for me, it must be because you hate women or you hate minorities. And they've had these big meetings lately, these big gatherings and fundraisers like White Women for Kamala or White Men for Kamala. And they've been raising money and they've been trying to lecture other white people, trying to shame other white people for supporting Donald Trump, saying, oh, you have to be an ally. If you don't vote for Kamala, it's because you're a bigot. It's because you're a bad person. Meanwhile, this is where things get really interesting. So there's a couple of activists who have been meeting a lot with Kamala Harris lately. They seem to be prominent voices in whatever movement that she's got going on. They're dedicated to getting Kamala elected. Well, they had a little Zoom call meeting of their own recently. And in this meeting, they revealed how they actually feel about white people. Let's listen.
All the trailer parks are all covered. All of the people up in West Virginia in the hills, they covered. They got them all the way there to Wall Street. He did that. And we sitting there talking about the white women. Forget the white women. They're going to do what they white men tell them to do.
Yeah, that's what they tell themselves.
Yeah, and you know, they be smiling in your face. Good. They want to stay in charge. They Miss Ann. Mm-hmm. So I don't care nothing about them. I know we got to do what we got to do. That's my interpretation.
I'm sorry. I mean, obviously that was blatantly racist. And it's funny because Kamala is running her whole campaign on race. Her whole campaign is about pointing the finger and claiming that you hate brown people, you hate women, you hate these people, you hate those people. But in reality, it's all projection. Because in reality, they hate white people. And it's funny because you got all of these weird woke white women, you know, and white women are the number one threat to America. Okay? Woke, liberal, white women are the number one threat to America. But you have them meeting, you know, trying to prove to the world that they're not racist. So they're going to vote for Kamala, even though she's a bimbo. Meanwhile, the women who are here having actual meetings with Kamala, they're like, screw white women. F white women. Forget white women. And it's like she doubles, triples, quadruples down in one statement to let you know, hey, we don't like you and we don't want to hear anything you got to say. Shut the fuck up. And then you got all of these cucks, all of these weird, oh man, I can't say what I really want to say, but white men for Kamala Harris is the most embarrassing group of people I could possibly think of, right? And right here, you see how the Kamala Harris campaign really feels. The people that you are trying to appease, the people that you are trying to prove yourself to, you're trying to prove that you're not racist to these people. Well, guess what? They're actually racist and they actually hate you. And they don't want anything to do with you. Sure, they'll get your votes and they'll use you and manipulate you, but they don't care about you at all. You know, the real feelings came out. And it's not a surprise to me. A lot of people were shocked by this. But I know that these are the conversations that are being had, and they're not really happening behind closed doors. They're happening right in our face. You know, all of this hatred and vitriol, you know, aimed at white people, that's, you know, that it's all over the place. And Kamala Harris is all about that. And that's what the left has become all about. And white people who are all in on it and supporting it, you're just complete idiots. And eventually these people are going to turn on you and you will suffer the consequences. And even once you suffer the consequences, you'll still probably be too stupid to understand what's going on. But I think it's important that we shine a spotlight on stuff like this because the media is trying to bury this story, and I really feel like it's important for people to see this. So if you're watching this, share this video with your friends and family, and more importantly, share this video with the same people who think they're doing the world a favor by voting for Kamala Harris. Share this video with people who think they have something to prove so they can see that they're voting for someone that absolutely hates them because of the color of their skin. And I know that this won't change a lot of their minds, but at the end of the day, I would sleep easier at night knowing that these people are humiliated when they cast that vote, knowing that they're casting a vote for an actual racist. They're casting a vote for someone who is actually guilty of all of the things they accuse Trump and people who support Trump of being. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and if you find yourself getting too worked up by all of this, remember, it's just political cinema.